Hello students, this is Professor S.P. Gaikwad from Department of Agriculture Extension, and the course which is offered to you in your degree program in the first semester by this extension department is extension 111. The credit which is offered to this course is 0 plus 2, and the course title is Rural Sociology, Educational Psychology and Constitution of India. Main thing in this course that this course is having credit 0 plus 2. Now first 0 is indicating theory and second figure is indicating practical. So this is totally practical oriented course for you. The practical is of 80 marks and manual you need to submit is of 20 marks. Likewise it will count 100 marks. Now this is the first course. Basically what is the extension department? Now up to 12th standard there are different subjects are there: physics, chemistry, math, English. Okay, likewise in a degree program there are different departments like agronomy, horticulture, entomology, economics, extension. Now the extension department is there, and through that extension department this course is going to be offered to you. Now what is the role of extension department? Basically the main role of extension department is to act as a link between agriculture research station on one hand and farming community on other hand. That is, it try to establish link between scientists and farmers. Extension has to deal with the farmers. It try to transfer technology to the farmers. It need to help the farmers to carry out to make them to adopt new technology or new practices. That is the major role of extension. Now, one of the course which is offered to you by this extension department is Rural Sociology and Educational Psychology and Constitution. Now three things we are going to study in this course. One is Rural Sociology, another one is Educational Psychology, and another one is the Constitution of India. Now the syllabus of this course I will send to you on your WhatsApp groups. And first of all we are going to focus, basically myself is going to focus on these two parts, Rural Sociology and Educational Psychology. And Professor Kalamkar will deal this part, Constitution of India. And now we are going to focus on first part, Rural Sociology. And after completion of Rural Sociology, we will go to the Educational Psychology. The first exercise which we are going to study right now is the study of sociology and rural sociology. Now first exercise is study of sociology, and second one is the study of rural sociology. But study of sociology is somewhat limited part. Or the matter of this sociology is very low. So I am going to start rural sociology, matter of rural sociology in this practical also. Okay, so that is the introductory part of this course of myself and the practical. Now we are going to start with the first practical, that is sociology and rural sociology. First of all, before rural sociology, we will see what is the sociology. Now, sociology, the word sociology is originated from two words, or derived from two words. That is, one is Latin language, that is socius means companion, and another one is the logos. Logos means speech, reasoning, or calculation, or scientific study. Now, in combined, what does sociology means? That means sociology means the study of companion, concerned with the what goes on when people get together in a group or in another group. Try to understand. This socius means companion. Companion means association, relationship, which is present among the people. And logos means scientific study. That means sociology try to carry out the scientific study of companion, scientific study of association, scientific study of relationship which is present among the people. So here it is say that sociology means the study or theory of companion which is concerned with what goes on when the people get together in a group or enter one another. That means when people get together, when they get together in groups, what is going to be happen? And also how they are going to interact. Inter means how they are going to interact with one another. The study of all these things is going to be carried out in a sociology. So here it is said that it is the study or theory of companion. That means it is the study of relationship. It is the study of association which is present among the people in the society. Now, in exam, you will ask about the meaning of socius and the meaning of logos. Filling the blanks, it is going to be asked. Now, the main point in this meaning, that is the Auguste Comte. He is referred he is the French sociologist. He is referred as a father of sociology. It is going to be asked in the filling the blanks. Dash dash is the father of sociology. Why he is father? Because he first delivered his lecture on sociology in 1839. Actually, he has done lots of work in sociology, but first lecture of sociology is delivered on 1839. But main thing what we have to remember, that Auguste Comte is the father of sociology, and Gurre is referred as father of Indian sociology. So these three things you must remember, that is sociology, logos, Auguste Comte and Gurre. Okay. Now, in meaning of sociology, we will see what is the sociology. That is, sociology studies the social behavior of the people. Also, there are different social groups and intra and interrelationship of these groups. Here we have seen that is, it is the study of association, study of companion, study of relationship present among the people. Am I right? Now, in meaning, we can see it studies the behavior of people. There are different social groups, intra and interrelationship of these groups. Now, interrelationship means the relationship of a member with his group, and interrelationship means relationship which is present within two groups. For example, groups means what we can say. The groups means family group is there, religion group is there, caste group is there. Different kind of groups are present in the society. So whatever your relation with your family, that is interrelation, and your relation of your family with your religion, we can say it is interrelationship of this group. Okay. Here, interrelation is the relationship of individual within the group, and intra-relationship means relationship of group among themselves. Now, what is actual definition of sociology, which is expected to write in an exam? It is the scientific study of people in a group relationship. We have to bifurcate it. Sociology is the scientific study of people in a group relationship. That means we have to do the scientific study of the people. How it can be possible? With the help of their relationship in a society. Okay. Now, we will see the rule sociology. That is about sociology, what we have discussed. That is scientific study of people in a relationship. Now, what is the rural sociology? Now, meaning, rural sociology is the systematic study of people living in rural area who are living or by immediately depend on agriculture. Now, in sociology, we have seen it is the study of the people. Now, here some bifurcation is there, or here some specifications are there. It is the systematic study of people, same thing as like sociology. But which people? People living in a rural area and who are depend on agriculture. So specification is added there. It is the study of people, but which people? Living in rural area and depend on agriculture. Sociology is the scientific study of people in group relationship that we have discussed. But here, rural sociology focuses on the people living in a rural area. That is the most important. So specification is there. People, but which people? Who are living in a rural area. Now, what is the definition? Now, different definitions are there. You can write any one of this definition. So, according to E.M. Roger, rural sociology is defined as the specialized application of knowledge of rural people in group relationship. Now, here you have to make bifurcation. That is what we can say here. Rural sociology is defined as the specialized application of knowledge of rural people in group relationship. That means we have to generate the knowledge of the people, knowledge of rural people through their relationship, and we have to apply that knowledge for their development. That is rural sociology. Second one given by Stewart. Sociology of rural life is study of rural population, rural social organization, and social process operating in a rural society. I think this definition is very much perfect one. You can see here, and easily you are able to remember. Rural sociology is the study of rural population, rural social organization, and rural social process operative in rural area. Now, study of rural population, that is clear. That is we have to study the people through rural, their relationship. Rural social organization. Rural social organization means different organizations which are present in a rural area. For example, Gram Panchayat is there, society is there, farmer association is there, women's groups are there, self-help groups are. So that we can refer as social organization. So study of that organization is also come under rural sociology. And different social processes operative in rural society. Processes, that means we can say the different development program, different schemes, different activities which are going to be carried for development of rural society. So the study of rural population, study of rural organization, study of rural social processes. That is nothing but the study of rural sociology. Now another one is, according to Bernard, rural sociology is the study of human relationship in rural environment. That means we have to study the human being, how? Through their relationship, and where? In a rural environment. That is rural sociology. Another one, rural sociology is the science of rural society. Simple one. So these are the four definitions of rural sociology. Basically, in exam, if it is going to be asked, you try to focus on these according to Stewart. That is, study of rural population, rural social organization, and social processes which are operative in a rural area. Now, main part of this rural sociology. After this, we have discussed about the sociology, meaning definition, rural sociology, meaning definition. Now, scope of rural sociology. It is very much important. In exam, there will be question define rural sociology, explain scope and importance of rural sociology. For 8 marks, this question is going to be asked. So, what is the scope of rural sociology then? Here, rural sociology is expected to develop greater understanding of behavior of people in rural area. Try to understand. Rural sociology is expected, that is, it is expected from rural sociology. We expect from rural sociology what? That to develop greater understanding. Now, greater understanding, that is nothing but to develop the knowledge. About whose knowledge? Knowledge about the behavior of rural people and rural society. That means rural sociology has to generate the information of rural people and rural society. Rural society, rural people, their behavior, their relation, their organization, about this information must be generated by rural sociology. Okay. Now it should serve as, what is the use of this knowledge? What is the use of this understanding? It serves as a guide and suggests a practical program. It serves as a guide, that means it gives us a guideline, because it is going to develop a basic information of the village, which suggests the practical program of reform or construction of the society in the economic, social and cultural field. Try to understand this. If we want to reform or reconstruct the society, that means nothing but if you want to develop the society, especially in economical, social, cultural field, for that we must have knowledge of that society. And this knowledge is only possible or is only able to create it with the rural sociology. Here it is said that greater understanding. It is expected from it. So, the rural sociology is able to develop the knowledge, information of rural society, and that information is served as a guideline for developing the different programs. And these programs are useful for construction of the society, that means for development of the rural society. Now the scope of rural sociology is very wide because it studies the relationship which is present among the people in a rural society, and also the interaction in the village society, communication, how it is going to be carried out, relation which exists in a rural people, different organizations which are exist in rural people, All these things are going to be studied with the help of rural sociology. So here it is said that the scope to rural sociology is very wide. Basically, rural sociology has to carry out its work in three areas. Now, first area, accumulation of sociological knowledge and using it for solving the present problem of the rural society. That is most important. Accumulation of sociological knowledge. Accumulation, that means collection of knowledge of the rural society or rural people. Generating of that knowledge, generating that information and using it for solving the present problem of the rural people. That information is used to solve the present problems of the rural people, because with the help of that information we are able to find out the problems of the rural people. Second, it directs the efforts in obtaining sociological knowledge through empirical research. That means research are going to be carried out. Through this research, the knowledge is generated, information is generated, and then that information is used for solving the problems of the people. And last one, it has to channel its efforts. That means rural sociologists try to carry out its activity by keeping faith in the methods which are used for solving the rural problems. Whatever the problems it decided to solve, or for solving these problems, whatever the methods are decided, rural sociology try to keep faith on that method. It believe on that method, and according to that method, it try to carry out its work. And by that we try to bring the development of the rural society. For example, what we can say, that is the Pani Foundation program, which is run by Amir Khan and his foundation. In the initial stage, the people are not responding him to carry out the work, but they keep faith on them. Some people have keep faith on the Pani Foundation program and try to carry work with that program, with that foundation. And right now we are able to see the situation. That is, most of the villages are going to be participating in that programs. Our institute is also going to be participating in that programs. Are you getting what I am trying to say here? How it can be possible? By keeping faith, it just try to carry out work to solve the problems of the people. And by that way, it try to solve the problems of the people. So main thing, rural society try to carry out work in these three areas. Which are the three areas? That is accumulation of knowledge, solving it, using it for solving the present problems, accumulation of knowledge through research method, and keeping faith on the methods which are used to solve the problems of the people. If you are not going to believe on the methods which are used to carry out by the solutions, for the solutions, if you are not going to believe on that method, then that program will not work. Main thing, you need to keep faith. Main thing, you need to believe on it. Then that program will work. So these are the three areas in which it try to carry out its work. So we can say that rural sociology is important one, or it have a scope. Also, it tried to study the rural sociology. It tried to study the different subjects. That is rural social psychology. It tried to carry out the study of psychology of the society. It tried to carry out the study of the organizations which are present in the society, and also the social values of the people. Social values, that means the thing to which people believe, the things to which people give much more importance. Rural society, from the point of view of the rural people, the things which are important, it tried to carry out the study of that particular things, and accordingly it tried to carry out its work. So we can say that rural sociology is important. Now, here we have seen these three areas in which it tried to carry out its work. Then we have seen the different subjects in which it tried to carry out its work. Now, what is the use of it? All these aspects are important in developing the program for improving the rural life. That means whatever the programs are going to be designed by state government or central government for bringing the development of the rural life, all that programs are based on the study of rural sociology. The study of that three areas, the study or work which is carried out in three areas, or the study of that particular subjects. Here you can see the two-third world population live in rural areas in developing countries. Developing countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, not developed country. In developing country, two-third population lives in rural area, near about 70% people. In India, three-fourth population lives in rural area. By that way, you can see how much population is living in area. That means majority of people are living in rural area. Majority of people are from rural areas. So on that basis, we can say that the rural sociology or the scope for rural sociology is very much important. Also, based on the study of rural sociology, the different programs designed by state government for bringing the improvement of our countries or rural areas, that is 5-year plans, community development project, integrated rural development programs. These are going to be launched by our government, and that programs are based on the research work or the information generated by the rural sociology. Now here you can see, by that way you can say that there is a large scope for rural sociology, especially in India, developing countries, because two-thirds population living in a rural area, we need to bring the development of this population. Three-fourths population living in rural area, we need to carry out the efforts to make the improvement of that rural area. And on the basis of the knowledge generated by the rural sociology, the different programs are also going to be designed by the central and state government for bringing the development of these rural people. On that basis, we can say that there is large scope for the rural sociology. Okay, so that is about today's lecture. That is the meaning, definition of sociology, meaning, definition of rural sociology, and scope of rural sociology. Now, in next lecture, we will see the importance of rural sociology. Thank you.